filming something down there. That's crazy. Got a movie going on in Santo Domingo. I should ask them, do they need me to be a part of it, you know? They probably need someone of my caliber, my expertise, to be a part of that movie set. But anyway, yeah, in Santo Domingo, man, I genuinely love this country. I genuinely love this country. And I've always told people that Santo Domingo, if you know, you know. I've always told people that Santo Domingo is my favorite country in the whole wide world. In the whole wide world. I'm not gonna lie, South Africa is probably second, right? South Africa is probably second, right? Gotta give South Africa credit. They're probably second. But I do love Santo Domingo, right? The catch is South Africa, it's a long ride, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's just a long plane ride. I'm gonna definitely hit South Africa again, maybe another year or so. Maybe next year, I don't know, you know, but I think if I go back to South Africa, I want to go to Johannesburg. Right, but here's my problem, man, with dating in Santo Domingo. I said I love the DR. It's my favorite country in the whole wide world, and I've been to a lot of countries. But here's my problem with dating in the DR, man. Right, and I feel like, listen, I told people I love a woman with a BBL. Like I prefer a woman with a BBL, right? Because I feel like most women that spend, I said most, not all, right? Most women that spend $5,000, $10,000. I'm not saying that's how much it costs here, but most women that spend a whole bunch of money on a BBL, right? Especially those that are on payment plans, right? Because you can come to the GR and get a, I don't know if they do it for foreigners, but I know my ex, she got some work done on the payment plan, right? I'm just telling you from experience, my ex got some work done on the payment plan, right? So most women, thought I was gonna bag a number, but she ain't got the bike. Most women most Dominican women that go get on a payment plan, right? Right, most Dominican women that go get on a payment plan and are paying for BBL or lipo or titties, right? They ain't trying to go back to the body they had before that, right? I'm giving y'all some context before I say what I say, right? So I feel like a lot of these Dominican women are trying to take care of themselves, right? Like I went to, I forgot the name of the gym. You got to do a membership on that. You can't do a pass or a month pass like most gyms do. But it's a big popular gym, and I went to this gym to sign up. Gotta watch out for bikes and people. I went to this gym to sign up, and I swear it was like more women in the gym than men. And the only other place that I've seen more women in the gym than men is Medellin, right? And I've been to a lot of countries. I'm not those other guys, right? I've been to a lot of countries, right? Check the resume, check the video playlist, right? And the only other place in the world that I've seen, even America, the only place in the world where I've seen more women in the gym than men is Medellin and Santo Domingo, right? I ain't trying to give y'all the the secret, but I'm going to another city in the DR the end of the month, right? So the DR and Colombia is the only two countries, right, where I've seen more women in the gym than men. So I said that to say that here, man, it's like the dating scene is like, it's crazy. Because me personally, right, like I said, I prefer a woman that's voluptuous. Like I love some cheeks when I'm doing this. I love to see that thing going all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like you put your foot in, like you jump in the pool. Man, she had a donkey on, right? So like I said, I prefer a woman with a BBL. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing with dating in the Santo Domingo, right? Here's the thing. Regular women, right, that can't afford the surgery, can't get on the payment plans, whatever the case may be, don't have a sugar daddy, don't have a guy like me that's giving them money, right? Because I give a woman some money. I don't care. It ain't nothing to me, right? Regular women are competing with women that have surgery. Let me repeat that again. Regular women are competing with women that have surgery. right? Listen, if you're gonna pay a woman's bills, right, and this is just me, if you're gonna pay a woman's bills, right, you wanna pay a woman's bills, like I see, watch out for bikes, man. They get on this curb, take your phone and drive off. If you're gonna pay a woman's bills, right, are you gonna pay a woman's bills who's a 5 or a 10, right? And I'm not saying an average woman can't be a 10, but if you're gonna pay a woman's bills, you're gonna pay an average woman's. If you got a choice, right, because you're gonna have choices. Men have choices, right? Men have money, right? There ain't a lot of women with money looking for men, right? Most women that don't have money looking for men, and men with money are looking for women. And 9 times out of 10, the woman ain't gonna have no money, which is cool. I don't have a problem. I pay bills. Like my exes will tell you, I pay bills. But regular women are competing with women with surgeries. I'm just being honest with you. Regular women are competing with women with surgeries, and that's the problem. I'm not gonna say it's a problem. I mean, it ain't a problem for me, right? But that's the dating game out here, right? Regular women are competing with women with surgeries, and women with surgeries think they superheroes or models, right? Listen, if you go to Sparta Lounge in Santo Domingo or any club, right? You follow. I ain't worried about him taking my phone. If you follow a lot of these big clubs, man, right? You're gonna see something. You're gonna see. I ain't gonna call her out on this video, but you're gonna find women, right? You're gonna find women, right, that have BBLs, right? You're gonna find women that got their body done, obviously got their body done, right? It's not even a secret they got their body done, right? And nothing against it. I'm not body shaming. If you go to Sparta and a lot of these clubs in Santo Domingo, you're gonna find women that got their body done and they're ugly, right? Here's the police. Right? Let me repeat that again. I got an Uber Eats coming, so I gotta watch for the clock. You're gonna find women that got their body done and they're ugly. And I'm gonna call this one lady out another day, right? Specifically, I might put her ad up here. You're gonna find women that got their body done and they're ugly, right? Ugly. And this Dominican brother that I work with said it. He's from here, right? He's from the Dominican Republic. He said Dominican women have the worst BBL. Well, I didn't say it, he said it, right? Dominican women have the worst BBL. I didn't say it, he said it, right? And here's the thing with dating, man. You have women that go and get these BBLs for whatever they cost, right? Most of them from the cheapest doctor, right? They go get these BBLs and now they like this, their chin up. Like they feel like they some supermodel or some celebrity, right? That's the problem. And I'm gonna break it down to you. You got 3 types of women. You got women that don't have their bodies done competing with women that do, right? You got women that have their bodies done and feel like they're a celebrity, right? And that's the problem with dating, man. That's the problem with dating, right? Just because some club pays you 2,000 pesos to come there and walk don't mean you're a celebrity. Just because some club gives you a free bottle of alcohol that's probably mixed with some cheap alcohol don't mean you're a celebrity, right? The problem with dating in Santo Domingo specifically is a lot of these women, I don't think they understand their value, right? And there's some great women in the DR, the great women in Santo Domingo, right? There's some great women here that have some awesome surgeries. There's some great women here that went to some great doctors. There's some great women here that I will marry tomorrow. There are some great women, right? But a lot of these women here, I feel like are, you know what I'm saying? For no reason whatsoever. She'll be skinny like this piece of grass right here, and she'll be skinny like this pole right here. You know what I'm saying? And she'll be, the BBL will look like this pole right, this bag of trash, right? The horrible BBL, like that ain't even the horrible BBL, right? The worst BBL you ever seen in your life. And she'll be, right? Like I said, I love a woman with a BBL. I prefer a woman with a BBL, right? Because I love a woman that invests in herself. But I want a woman that invested in herself and it looks decent. I don't want a man looking at my woman. I don't want to look at my woman and that BBL looks horrible. Man, that BBL look like it stink. Like it's just crazy. Like I wish I could show my wife, my ex-wife, but I ain't gonna disrespect her. Only woman I'll disrespect on my page is Vanessa, right? But like I want a woman that if she went and got a BBL done, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, yeah, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like women are investing in the wrong thing, right? And you got women that don't got their bodies done that look like, I think they look like people that got their body. And you can't listen. You can't compare a natural woman to a woman that got a body done. You just can't compare it in South America and Caribbean. You can't compare a thick, voluptuous woman to a woman that's just thin and bone like this. You can't compare it, man. I just feel like as a whole, everyone here, you know what I'm saying? You know, like as a whole, everyone here is like, and I don't really like the energy. I love Santo Domingo, but I went out with this chick. I'm gonna talk about it. Well, let's talk. We can talk about it now, right? I'm gonna get in more detail another day. I went out with this chick, right? Stood me up twice, right? And I gave her a cushion, right? I gave her the benefit of the doubt the second time because I was like, man, maybe she gonna make things right. But this twice. Then she had the nerve to act, and she on Sparta's page, man. If you go to Sparta's page and you find the woman that got the worst BBL, she been on Sparta's page quite a few times. I think they posted her last night. If you go on Sparta's page and you say, let me find the woman with the worst BBL, right? I swear to you, if you go to Sparta's page right now, right? Sparta Lounge in Santo Domingo, right? RD, and you look for the woman with the worst BBL, you're gonna find her. Like they be cooking her in the comments. Like Sparta, I think it was one post they was cooking her so bad that Sparta deleted it. I swear. It's one post they was cooking her so bad in the comments, Sparta deleted it. Right? But here's the thing. She stood me up twice. Then on the second day, right? The second time she stood me, she told me, let's go out. Go with me to Sparta tonight. What? Like, listen to me. Here's my thing. And I don't want to be I talk about, right? I don't want to be that guy, but listen, I'm doing all right for myself. Like I travel to a few countries a year. I've been here like 10 days or whatever. I still got a couple more days to go, right? My 401k looks good, right? My bank account looks good, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not the most handsomest guy in the world. I'm not the ugliest either, right? I work out, just left the gym, right? I know how to eat coochie, the problem with dating in Santo Domingo is women don't know they got a good thing. You gotta be careful on the bikes. Now I told you I'd be careful on the bikes. They'll get you. They'll get you. They put the phone down, right? All right, I'm good now. The problem with dating in Santo Domingo is women don't know they got a good thing, man. And women do not know they got a good thing. They don't know they got a good thing, man. They don't know. And women are so caught up in this social media age, just like Vanessa. Women are so caught up in the social media age of a man should chase, a man should pursue, a man should be a masculine male. Yes, a man's going to be all of those things. If listen, I ain't no scared dude, but I ain't no stupid dude either. I gotta be worried surroundings. A man's gonna be masculine. A man's gonna provide. A man's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. He can be a provider. He's gonna be masculine. He's gonna fulfill all of those roles and responsibilities that you feel he should feel. If you're that type of woman. Let me repeat that. A man's gonna be masculine. I look like the Uber driver. A man's gonna be everything you want him to be if you're that kind of woman. You can't be no average Joe struggling. What you looking at, boy? Checking out my phone. Well, I ain't hit nobody in a long time. Anyway, a man's gonna be all of those things if you're that kind of woman. And a lot of women, every woman so far appears that they feel that they deserve this, that, and the third, and they don't. Let's be honest. So the problem with dating in Santo Domingo is women don't know their worth. Every woman don't deserve to have their bills paid. Every woman don't deserve to have a man send them money. Every woman don't deserve to be taken on trips. The problem with dating in Santo Domingo, a lot of these women, whether they're 2 or 10, feel like they deserve the world. And that's not the case. See, the problem with dating in Santo Domingo is, respectfully, women are unable to identify their position in the food chain. A lion knows it's a lion, right? A lion knows it's a lion. A hyena knows it's a hyena. A gazelle knows it's a gazelle. You have to know where you fall in that food chain, right? Because here's the thing, here's the breakdown. You realistically have to know, are you a man's type? Right. Like when men, I see men trying to promote other men and lift men up and give men advice, they always say, hey man, hit the gym, hit the gym, hit the gym, hit the gym, right? Work on yourself, right? And listen, I'm not for it, I'm not against it, but I see it online on TikTok and other social media. Men tell other men, hit the gym, things don't work out, hit the gym, right? And I'm not saying a woman won't get with a man that's overweight if he has money. Let's be realistic. You know, money is the revolving factor around relationships. But a man is always told to hit the gym. But women don't realize that it's things they need to do as well. And if they don't have these things, they're not able to compete with their peers. They aren't in a competitive advantage state. And women in the DR that don't have their bodies done are not in a competitive advantage state. No one's, if you go to clubs and bars and discos and all these social media pages, all of these women that are hand by hand, side by side with men have their body done. Let's just be honest. If you go to any club in Santo Domingo, Santiago, Puerto Plata, anywhere, 99% of the women that are in relationships have their body done. Whether you pay for it or not, none of my business. I'm not knocking it, but they have their body done. So the problem with dating in Santo Domingo, one of the many problems is average looking women are trying to play hard to get. Average looking women are giving you stress and problems and acting like they're God's gift to man and they're average looking. No Dominican man is looking at them twice. But the gringo or the expat or the American or whatever name you want to give us comes over here and they want to act like you're just supposed to bend over backwards and give them this princess treatment. Listen, no. And these women that are going and getting their body done and gonna pop out ugly kids, cause listen to me, listen to me. This is what I would hate the most. I would hate the beautiful woman. She got her body done, right? She nothing against it. You know, you into what you're into. She went and got her body done and get her face done and nose job and facelift and all these things done to her face cosmetically. Then your daughter come out ugly. Imagine that. Imagine you meet a woman and she went and got her body done, and your daughter come out ugly, and you looking at her surprised, she looking at you surprised. The problem is, man, you really have to know what you're getting yourself into here in San Antonio. Like I said, and I always say, I prefer a woman that has her body done because a good portion of them like to get in shape, right? Yeah, Dominican women love to drink and smoke hookah and drink Presidente, and they go out every weekend. Yes, right? Yes, right. But it's a double-edged sword because they want to look good, but they also want to drink alcohol every weekend and 6 days a week and smoke hookah and whatever else they smoke and sniff. So it's a repeating cycle for cosmetic surgery. These doctors in the DR are making a lot of money because guess what? Here's the breakdown. Here's the breakdown. He does cosmetic surgery on a woman February 2026. She's going to drink and party for the next 6 to 12 months. 18 months later, she's going to be back in that chair getting some more surgery done. Does it make it make sense? And like I've said, I know a woman that had her BBL done and a couple years ago, and that thing look like trash right now. Her BBL, her butt looks worse than it did before she got the BBL. She she don't even look like she had a BBL. If someone said, hey, pick a woman in the lineup that had a BBL and a woman that didn't, I would say her for, nah, she ain't had no BBL. That thing look horrible. And this is how these doctors are making money. They're monetizing all of the poor decisions that women are making here in San Domingo. But women here in Santo Domingo need to know where they are in the pecking order. Listen, you know when you look in the mirror whether you're a 5, you know whether you're a 6, you know whether you're a 7. Listen, there are some beautiful women here with some great cosmetic surgery jobs. Right, there are some beautiful women here that you want to marry the first day you see them. Right, but everyone that gets a BBO isn't a 10. Everyone that gets a BBO isn't a 9. Everyone that gets a BBO isn't an 8. And there's some of these women, man, this one young lady, her name's Barbie something. I can't think of it right now. But she had one of the top 3 worst BBLs in Santo Domingo. And her face is trash. Seriously, her face is trash, like trash. And she used to work at a strip club. I'm trying to find a strip club. I'm trying to go to it tonight, but I can't seem to find it. She's working at a strip club, right? It's a lot of women named Barbie, so they don't really tell you nothing. But her face is trash. 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 There's another young lady that I was talking to. I forgot her name. Like I said, if you go to Sparta's page, you look for the woman with the ugliest face and the worst BBL. It's like 2 of them, but if you found those 2 and you're like, all right, this is one has the worst face and the worst BBL, trash. Trash. And this is why the dating game is so messed up here in Santo Domingo, is because yes, I love Santo Domingo. I might move here one day. But it's because men are trying to find good women. Everyone's like this. Everyone's like this. The woman that got a horrible BBL that look like she paid look like she paid uh 2,000 pesos for it, like this. Women that don't have her body done, like this. Women that got a BBL and no silicone, like this. Women that got our bodies done and the face is trash and they got kids, like this. Women that look like the full package, great body, like this. Women that have a green check or a blue check on Instagram, like this. Women that do club promotions, like this. Think about this for a second. Think about this for a second. Everybody can't be stuck up. Everybody can't be attractive. Women do not understand. A lot of them really don't understand where they are in the pecking order. I just feel like no woman here, like, listen, here's my thing, right? Women here just, and I really don't understand it. Especially go to their page and they look like they living in the poverty in the favela from Rio at the top of the hill. You go to their, listen to me, listen to me. Here's the problem in dating is in Santo Domingo. Listen, you go to these women's pages, they living in poverty, struggling, some cheap apartment. I'm talking about apartment look like it was built in 1954. They got 2, 3 kids. They living with their mother, got their whole family. Listen, if I go to your Instagram stories and your pictures and you always got your mother in it, you stay with your mother. And here's the thing: women in Santo Domingo try so hard to impress the outside world. Their day-to-day life is trash. Not all of them. I'm just saying something like I'm not trying to blast nobody, but a lot of these women, man, I go to their Instagram page, their stories, their photos, their reels, and you look at the apartment they're staying in, you look at the bed, you look at their bedroom, the television in their bedroom is this big. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like a lot of women here are trying to impress the outside world and they're coming back to poverty. They're trying to impress the outside world and they're coming back to their mom in their house, living with their aunts and their dad. They're trying to impress the outside world and they got kids at home. Why are you going out every night trying to be a club promoter and you got 3 kids at home? You come home 3 o'clock in the morning to your child. Listen, women don't understand how good, and I'm not trying to boost Americans or Europeans, they don't understand how good they could have it if they change their mindset. Right? Because listen, if a woman's doing club promotions, whatever that means, right? If a woman's always in a club photo, right? A couple times a week, how much money is she making? Let's be honest. I'm not going to disrespect the DR because I love it here, right? I love the DR. It's my favorite country in the world. But how much money are you really making for someone to post you on the Instagram? You know what I'm saying? How much money? Let's be honest. A lot of these, hang silly, I'm sorry, but some of these women don't have no jobs, man. Their whole job is to walk around clubs and lounges and bars and get posted on social media and gain their following and dudes jump in their DM. That's their job. That's their whole. These women, a lot of these women, man, that are and got their body done, don't have no jobs, man. If I see you in the club on Sparta's page 2 or 3 times a week, you don't have no job. Ain't nobody going out 2 or 3 times a week, coming back home 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. They got to work in the morning. I just feel like Dominican women as a whole, man, they do so much to try to look good physically, and they going home to poverty. I don't understand. I don't understand the mindset of trying to look so good physically that you forget you're going home eating plantains and rice, and you're struggling, and you go home and living with your mother, and you got kids. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna give women, Dominican women, some advice. Listen, if you are living in poverty, right, and I'm not saying men should do this either, but if you are living in poverty, you should be trying to get out of poverty. And that's the story of my ex-wife. I told this story before. I called my ex-wife. She said she was in the hospital. I called her like, man, what's going on? Oh yeah, I'm getting some surgery done with my mom. Then later on, 2 months later, hey, can you help me pay this off? She's struggling. She stayed with her mom and her boyfriend and some hole in the wall apartment in the ghetto. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in a place, of course, I married her, right? But like, Dominican women have their priorities wrong. Listen, I don't mind a woman, like I said, I don't mind a woman with a BBL and her body done. But you can't be spending thousands of dollars or less. Some of these BBLs and cosmetic surgeries look trash. You can't be spending all this money on surgeries and on these payment plans, and you don't have no stable job, and you staying with your mom, and your apartment is in the ghetto in a favela or power. Listen, that's the problem with dating in DR, man. All these women are up here, and they don't realize a good man. They don't. Dominican women, they don't realize a good man. Here's the thing, woman, if you find a man that can change your life, you need to act right. Let me repeat that again. If you find a man that can change your life, you need to act right, right? And I love the DR. I always say I love the DR, but even I'm arguing with fat women. Women ain't been to the gym. Women couldn't find a gym if you gave them couldn't find a gym if you gave them uh 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 a couple thousand pesos. They couldn't find a gym. Why am I arguing with women that couldn't find arguing with women that couldn't find a gym if I gave them 15,000 pesos? Why am I arguing with women that couldn't find a gym if I gave them 15,000 pesos? Why am I arguing with women that obese? Like it's just everyone here is like whatever. You're entitled to be cocky and you're entitled to feel you're a 10, but everyone here is like this, man. And I had some good times here, man. I'm not gonna let some bad experiences ruin it. But I've been coming to the DR a long time, and the problem with dating in the DR is a lot of these women are like this. And they don't realize, right? And unfortunately, they do not realize that they really have nothing to offer for a man. Because if we're being honest, man, a lot of these women look alike, right? Now, I'm not gonna get too much into the disrespect. A lot of these women look alike, man. A lot of them look alike. A lot of these women, listen, no disrespect, just a lot of these women look alike, man. Like I can literally, you show me a girl, a Dominican woman, I can find you 5 women that look like her. Give me 45 minutes. Okay, most of them are light skinned. Most of them got long black hair. A lot of them got their body done. A lot of these women look alike. And women don't realize that their own competition is the women to the left and to their right. Because I didn't jump to your DM, you ain't respond in 2 days. You think I ain't jumping to no one else's DM? You think I ain't go through your friends list and jump in one of their DM? You ain't think I see who liked your picture and jump in one of them DM? A lot of these women look alike. The biggest threat to dating Dominican women in the Dominican Republic is Dominican